ഹായ് ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, എല്ലാവർക്കും ജെസ്സിസ് ഹെവൻ ചാനലിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം. ഞങ്ങളിന്ന് നമ്മുടെ പള്ളിയിലെ സകല വിശുദ്ധരുടെയും തിരുനാൾ കുർബാനയും അതിനോടനുബന്ധിച്ച് സൺഡേ സ്കൂളിലെ പിള്ളേർ എല്ലാ വിശുദ്ധരുടെയും വേഷമൊക്കെ ധരിച്ച് അവരിന്ന് റാലിയൊക്കെ നടത്തുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതൊക്കെ ഇന്ന് ഞങ്ങൾ പങ്കെടുക്കാനായിട്ട് പോവുകയാണ്. പിന്നെ ഈ മാസം മുഴുക്കനും അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത് എല്ലാ വീടുകളിൽ നിന്ന് മരിച്ചു പോയവരുടെ എല്ലാം പേരെഴുതി കൊടുക്കണം. അച്ഛൻ അന്നേരം അത് അൾത്താരെ വെച്ച് ഈ ഒരു മാസത്തെ കുർബാന മുഴുവൻ അവർക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ളതാണ്. അപ്പം നമുക്ക് അവിടെ പോയി കാണാം. പിന്നെ പിള്ളേർ ഓരോ വിശുദ്ധരെക്കുറിച്ചും രണ്ട് വാക്ക് സംസാരിക്കണമെന്നാണ് അച്ഛൻ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് കാണാം.
Good morning, everyone. I am Angel Sebastian. Today I am representing St. Faustina. St. Faustina was born on August 25th, 1905 in Holland. Her family was poor but grateful. As a young woman, she had a vision of suffering Jesus. He told her to leave for Warsaw immediately and join a convent. She joined a convent of our Sisters of Our Lady of Mercy. In 1928, she took her religious vows as a nun. On February 20th, 1931, Faustina was visited by Jesus, who presented himself as the King of Divine Mercy, wearing a white garment with red and white wreath coming from his mouth. In her diary, Faustina writes, "Jesus said to me, paint an image according to the pattern you see. With the words, Jesus, I trust in you." Jesus promised anyone who venerates this image will someday join me in heaven. I want this image to be blessed on the first Sunday after Easter. That Sunday is to be the Feast of Mercy. Her diary, Divine Mercy in My Soul, has become the handbook of devotion to the Divine Mercy. Her feast day is celebrated on October 5th, and she is the patron saint of Mercy. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Good morning to all. I am a thin lady on a white blue bordered sari. Whom I represent, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, your own saint, a symbol of love, care, and compassion. Mother Teresa got canonized on September 4th, 2016 by Pope Francis. She taught us the helping hands are more blessed than the praying lips. So let us seek intercession from this great saint and try to serve our brethren wherever we are, whoever they are. Thank you. is known as the great captain of angels and the warrior helping the children of Israel. He is also known as the angel of death, carrying the souls of all the deceased to heaven. The weapons he has are a shield, helmet, and a sword. He is the patron saint of the military and police forces, and his feast day is on September 29th. Thank you.
Greetings to all. My name is Hazel. I am standing here to talk about Saint Philomena. Saint Philomena was a Greek princess who converted to Christianity. Her father was a Greek king who converted to Christianity. When Philomena was 13 years old, she took a vow of consecrated virginity. When Philomena's father took his family to Rome to make peace, the emperor Diocletian fell in love with Philomena. When Philomena refused to marry him, she was subjected to torture. Philomena was scourged, drowned with the anchor attached to her, and shot by arrows. Each time she was attacked, angels took her side and healed her through prayer. 2 anchors, 3 arrows, a palm symbol of martyrdom, and a flower were found on the tires of her tomb, interpreted as symbols of her martyrdom. Saint Philomena is a patron saint of infants, babies, and youth. August 11th is her feast day and is canonized in 1837. Thank you.
Everyone, do you want to go to a place with no snakes? Then you could go to Ireland. I'm St. Patrick, and I'm known for driving out snakes out of Ireland. I was born in Rome and Britain, and I was brought to Ireland as a slave at the age of 16. I escaped captivity, and I started studying to become a priest. I used the shamrock leaf to explain the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I love God, and I performed many miracles. My feast day is on March 17th, and I'm the patron saint of Ireland. Thank you.
Today I represent Saint Joseph of Cupertino. Saint Joseph was born in 1603 in Italy in a poor family. As a child, he was awkward, absent-minded, unintelligent, and difficult to be around. And at the age of 8, he began receiving ecstatic visions. As a young adult, he did join the Capuchins, but soon they sent him away because he could not seem to do anything right. Eventually, his mother got him accepted as a servant at the Franciscan monastery. About this time, Joseph began to change, and finally, he was able to enter the Franciscan order to study for the priesthood. Although he was a good and holy friar, he had a hard time with studies. During his seminary exams, the examiner happened to ask him only the thing he knew well, and so he was ordained a deacon and later a priest in 1628. After this, the Holy Spirit began to work many amazing miracles through Saint Joseph. Over 70 times, people say that they saw him rise from the ground while offering Mass or praying. Often he went to the ecstasy and would be caught up in talking with God. Saint Joseph became very popular, and people were coming to see the flying saint. To limit his popularity, he was sent into forced seclusion. Friar Joseph was repeatedly shuffled around, even banned from speaking to anyone, even his fellow friars. 6 years before his death, he was finally allowed to return to his Franciscan order. He spent his final years in the friary in Osimo, where he died in 1663. He is recognized as the patron saint of air travelers, aviators, astronauts, and people with a mental handicap, test takers, and weak students. He was canonized in the year 1767, and his feast day is September 18. Thank you.
Today I am representing Saint Vincent de Paul. Saint Vincent de Paul was a French Catholic priest who dedicated himself to serving the poor. He was born on April 24th, 1581 and died on September 27, 1660. Saint Vincent de Paul was canonized on June 16, 1737. He is the patron saint of charities and volunteers. The Society of Saint Vincent de Paul is an international voluntary organization in the Catholic Church founded in 1833 to serve the poor, inspired by the example of Saint Vincent de Paul. Thank you.
Good morning. I am here to present Saint Philip Neri. Saint Philip Neri is known as the second apostle of Rome, after Saint Peter. Saint Philip Neri was a Christian missionary and founder of Congregation of Oratory. He was born in Florence, Italy on July 21st, 1550. At 18-year-old, Philip went to live with his wealthy family member in San Germano to assist in their business. But soon after, he experienced a mystical vision considered his Christian conversion. He lost interest in business and felt a call from the Holy Spirit, so he set out for Rome. During his first 2 years in Rome, he spent his time in a solitary life, dedicating a lot of time to prayer. In 1535, Philip began studying at St. Stephensa and at St. Augustine's Monastery. However, after 3 years, he set out to help the poor and re-evangelize the city. He had a knack for starting up conversations and leading his listeners to the Christian way of life. Philip's appealing nature won him friends from all societal levels. In 1548, with the help of his confessor, Philip founded the Confraternity of Most Holy Trinity for poor laymen to meet for spiritual exercises and service of the poor. Philip was ordained to the priesthood in May 1551. Philip wholeheartedly desired the reform of the Catholic Church. His efforts to reach out to the lay people made him one of the great figures in counter-reformation of the Catholic Church, and he soon earned the title Apostle of Rome. On May 26, 1595, Philip suffered from hemorrhage and passed away. Saint Philip Neri was beatified in 1615 and canonized in 1622. Saint Philip Neri is the patron saint of Rome, U.S. Special Forces, humor and joy. His feast day is celebrated on May 26th. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Are you planning to become a doctor? Well, I am a doctor, but not a medical doctor. I am a doctor of the church. My name is Saint Teresa of Lisieux. I was born in France in 1878. I became a Carmelite nun at a very young age, and I loved God devotedly. And I was also able to perform miracles during my life. In fact, upon my death, I sent a shower of roses from heaven. I am the patron saint of missions, and my feast day is on October 1st. And my message My message to everyone throughout my life was to do small things with great love. Thank you.
One of the disciples.
Can everyone be quiet so we can hear all the saints, please? The children have done a lot of preparation. They are little children. Please encourage our little children. Let's all be quiet and listen to the children. Thank you.
My feast day is on June 29th. I am the first hope. I am the church.
My name is Jordan Karinat, and I'm going to represent St. John of the Cross today. St. John of the Cross was original name was Juan de Yepes y Alvarez. Was born on June 24th, 1542 in Fontivero, Spain, and died on December 14th, 1591 in Ubeda. Was canonized in 1726, and feast day is December 14th. Whoever wishes to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. Mark chapter 8, verses 34. Is the story of John's life. The Paschal mystery through life and death strongly marks John as a reformer, mystic poet, and theologian priest. John became a Carmelite priest in 1567 at age 25 after meeting Saint Teresa of Avila. As a partner with Saint Teresa and in his own right, John engaged in the work of reform and came to experience the price of reform, increasing opposition, misunderstanding, persecution, and imprisonment. He came to know the cross acutely, to experience the dying of Jesus, as he sat month after month in his dark, damp, narrow cell with only his God. Yet the paradox. In this dying of imprisonment, John came to life, uttering poetry. In the dungeon's darkness, John's spirit came into the light.
He realized that if he learned their tricks, he could use them to attract others. One evening, on stage a show for the kids he played with. At the end of the show, he talked to them about God and advised them to pray with him. Later, John decided to become a priest. After becoming a priest, he served in the city of Turin and worked with poor children. He used to meet with the boys at their playground and at the workplace, and always helped them. He provided housing for the boys who needed it. Father Gospel and his mother, Margaret, were responsible for housing 800 boys. Father Gospel identified them as we felt when they could encourage a vocation in the mission.